Would you kindly? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find it? Would you kindly get this?
Now, it would be very easy for me to come out here and give you the kind of news that you would like to hear. If I come out here and tell you that you're important, that you're beloved, that you are valued. But I'm not going to do that because I've got some bad news.
So I just got done watching that sad, pathetic, miserable video by my bitch, Doctre81, and I'm thinking, what did any of your video have to do with the topics at hand? First off, let's start out by this. You are not me. You can never be me. You can try to copy and imitate my video style, but you'll always be just a cheap reproduction. Now, I know you had to make a 10-minute video blowing off some steam, and I swear to God, you don't know when to quit. Whenever you're not getting owned, whenever people aren't owning you, you want to say some stupid shit just so you can get owned. It's like you miss it. You go out of your way to get owned. But what did your video have to do with GTA selling, full price, $60, selling 1 million copies, being the highest played game on Steam, when you said that people would wait for a price drop to $10 to purchase? And what did your video have to do with Mortal Kombat not being the definitive version on PC? Because last I checked, Mortal Kombat 10 is bricking on digital copies on the PlayStation 4. Don't believe me? Go look at Hard 8 Times video.
But, nice title, idiot.
Of all people to call somebody an idiot, Mr. 1440p, Mr. Definitive Version, right?
His rebuttal to my video of him saying that JRPGs are non-existent on consoles is that the games I listed aren't out yet or aren't available for him to purchase yet.
Really? Remember, guys, this is the hypocritical clown that bags on PlayStation 4 gamers about greatness awaits, remember? Greatness awaits. Oh, how long did you have to wait till Bloodborne? And yet now, here he is talking about, my rebuttal is, I can't play games I can't buy or purchase. No shit. Wow, really? Man, who would have thought that I can't play games that I can't buy or purchase, or hell, that aren't even released or even have a release date? Good job, Trey. You're getting really smart here.
But what does that have to do with what he said? He didn't say in the video, JRPGs aren't available for me to purchase right now. He said there's none in existence coming to consoles.
Actually, no, I said there are pretty much none available right now, because I'm pretty sure I made videos talking about Persona 5 and Final Fantasy 15, but then again, Trey, I guess I made videos on games that don't exist, aren't coming out, just Neverland games that I just dreamed about in my mind.
The reason why these games aren't out yet is because this is a new generation.
Oh, really? They're not out yet because it's a new generation. Greatness awaits, right? Greatness awaits. I keep forgetting the hypocrisy. Greatness awaits. Now, I remember clearly saying prior that I had no plans on buying a console, but Final Fantasy 15, Persona 5, and Bloodborne may or may not change that for me with the PlayStation 4. Now, for me to actually want to buy a PlayStation 4, the games I have interest in would have to be out. Now, I don't understand why this is such a hard thing to understand. Likewise, anybody who's been a fan of the genre knows that this is the lowest time in the history of gaming for Japanese RPGs. Japanese RPGs are no longer at the forefront of the gaming industry. They are now regulated to a niche genre on consoles. Fact.
But I made that video on purpose.
Well, at least you didn't make it by accident. I really don't know what to say about that. Who does not make a video on purpose, Trey? Really?
We're going to go all the way back to where me and Bond first started this whole issue of going back and forth.
Oh my god, no you didn't, Trey. You're gonna go back to the way beginning. So, this video wasn't about Mortal Kombat. It wasn't about Grand Theft Auto 5 on PC. This video is about your emotional grieving, your emotional grievances towards another man over the internet, and me, your father, for annihilating you and owning you like my personal piece of property for the last, what, 2 or 3 years? See, I'm not surprised by this. I'm not surprised because you take an L after L after L and it eats you inside. You can't handle it. You can't take it. Here I am thinking you're talking about a certain topic, but no. You want to go all the way back to the beginning like a bitch.
The original issue was me asking him and other PC gamers what PC exclusives are the same quality as console exclusives. Like, what PC exclusives match up to console exclusives as far as quality and stuff like that.
Oh my god, here I was thinking the discussion was going to be about Grand Theft Auto 5 and Mortal Kombat X on PC, but we're going back to the Wayback Machine about PC exclusives versus console exclusives. You know, those consoles that don't really have many exclusives and games to play, those consoles that have everybody here on YouTube going over to PC because they're saying that consoles are garbage and really aren't putting out any exclusives at all.
And of course, nobody could seem to answer that. And the whole debate was sidestepped into the arcades.
First off, let's correct your lying inaccuracies here, because you have been shown numerous times comprehensive list of PC games and exclusives. You have been shown numerous times that PC has the highest critically acclaimed library of games year in, year out, more critically acclaimed games than all three consoles combined. So what you are talking about, I have no idea. You need to stop lying, you need to stop trolling, you need to stop making up crap, and the arcades had nothing to do with the PC. You said the Sega Saturn wasn't capable of arcade perfect ports, which it was, which I showed in a video, which you got owned by. Then you tried to say that the whole arcades were dead, that they didn't have any games, and Dave & Buster's had games that weren't over 10 years old. To which they had commercials saying that, oh, we have this game, new. We have that game, new. I believe Mario Kart and F-Zero, games made by the company you dick ride, aren't over 10 years old. And hell, I even think that Nintendo is making a Pokken Fighter, and that isn't even over 10 years old. So your whole Sega Saturn couldn't do perfect ports argument was destroyed, and your whole Dave & Buster's has games that are all over 10 years old was also destroyed. And yet one had nothing to do with the other, so again, you're talking about sidestepping, but who is jumping all over the place here? You went from Mortal Kombat 10 to Grand Theft Auto 5 to the Sega Saturn to the arcade to the PC exclusives. Can we stay on one topic, please, Trey?
Now, I said in the comment section that the Dreamcast pretty much killed the arcades, which is true. The arcade scene before the Dreamcast and after the Dreamcast is completely different. Now, Black Bond, of course, took that in the 100% literal sense and said, oh, well, you know, because Dave & Buster's has some irrelevant arcade games that no one plays, arcades can't be dead.
Yeah, so by this logic, we can look at the PlayStation 1 and say, since the release of the PlayStation 1, Nintendo consoles have been dead, because Nintendo consoles have never been the same since the PS1 and Sony came into the console market. Likewise, irrelevant Dave & Buster's games, I mean, last time I checked, Dave & Buster's was making good business. Dave & Buster's was making good money. Just because the Wii U is a failure doesn't mean you have to get all upset. And the fact that you are comparing a home console in the Wii U to the arcade post-Golden Era, that's all that needs to be said. That is all that needs to be said about the Wii U.
So he spends all that time arguing that issue, but at the same time makes statements like, no one wants a Wii U, even though people are still buying Wii U's.
Oh yeah, Trey, people are still buying Wii U's. That system hasn't even outsold the Dreamcast yet, and by this time in the Dreamcast life, it was dead and buried. I mean, Trey, it's a fact. More people want the PlayStation Vita than the Wii U. Almost as many people want a PlayStation 3 as the Wii U. We are 4 months into the year, and I could not name you one game that has came out on the Wii U. You wanted to talk all that crap on Twitter about games people are buying. I asked you multiple times, how many games in 2015 that were released in 2015 have you bought on the Wii U? And 1, 2, 3, I lost track of how many times you ignored it, bypassed it, sidestepped it, and wouldn't answer it. Trey, the Wii U is dead. Deal with it.
It's kind of funny that he can get away with saying statements like, the Wii U's dead, the Wii U has no games, no one wants a Wii U.
Once again, Trey, getting outsold by a dead handheld in the PlayStation Vita, almost getting outsold by the PlayStation 3, getting outsold by the competition by a margin of over 7 times, no games for the first 4 months of the year, constant droughts over and over again. Yeah, you're right, Trey. You're right, I'm wrong.
The Wii U is more relevant than arcades.
Ooh, congratulations. The Wii U is more relevant than something you refer to as dead.
People always ask me, they're like, well, you and Bon have been going at it forever. Like, don't you get tired of it? Why do you still go at it with him? The reason why I continue to go at it with Bon every once in a while, this is not that often anymore.
Ah, Trey, once again caught lying. You have made 8 videos on me in the last month. 8 out of your last 20 videos have been on me, so 40% of your last month's videos have been on who? Oh wait, they've been on me.
It's because I can't stand a hypocrite.
Dear Nintendo bashers, I hate to be the one that always constantly rubs this stuff in your face, but somebody's got to do it. How does it feel after all those years of bashing Nintendo for not caring towards the hardcore market? How does it feel finally catching up to the reality that the upcoming Nintendo system, the Wii U, is going to have the definitive version of all your favorite games?
I can't stand a hypocrite. I can't stand a hypocrite.
Oh my god, Mr. 1440p, the Wii U can max out Crysis 3 at 720p, definitive version, developer's system, damn near incorrect about so many things it's criminal, is calling other people hypocrites? Oh my god.
This guy talks about, he does video after video about what multiplats aren't coming to the Wii U, but doesn't buy any of those.
Are you stupid? Actually, why am I even asking if you're stupid? Because we know you're stupid. So you're saying that I complain about multiplats not going to the Wii U, and I don't even buy those multiplat games, and yet on the other hand, you hypocritically say that all me and other PC gamers play is multiplats. You see why I don't take you seriously when you want to call other people hypocrites, when you are the biggest hypocrite on YouTube?
Most of the multiplats, a lot of the multiplats that he actually did purchase are available on the Wii U.
This guy is officially a bona fide moron and a certified ass clown. You can't teach that. So I'm not going to waste your time scrolling down and naming all the list of games I have in my Steam account or my Origin account. I'm just going to go to my playlist of videos on my YouTube channel, Gameplay 1, which has 74 videos, and Gameplay 2, which has 80, and I'm going to list you some of the games I've played that are multiplats that are on those gameplays. Let's start out with Titanfall, Batman Arkham Origins, King of Fighters 13, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Dishonored, Portal 2, Far Cry 3, Resident Evil 6, Mass Effect 3, The Last Remnant, Borderlands the Pre-Sequel, Shadow of Mordor, Valkyria Chronicles, Ultra Street Fighter 4, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, GTA 5, Battlefield 3, Dead Space 2, Beat Hazard, Max Payne 3, Dark Souls 2, Sleeping Dogs, PlanetSide 2, Borderlands 2, Jet Set Radio HD, Hitman Absolution, The Witcher 2, let's see, Warframe, Resident Evil Revelations, but I believe that is on the Wii U, Metro Last Light, Bioshock Infinite, Tomb Raider, Battlefield 4, Dead Space 3. So, what the hell are you talking about that most of those games and all those games are on the Wii U?
This dude doesn't even buy any games hardly. Yet he makes video after video after video about multiplats that aren't coming to the Wii U. But he doesn't buy any of those.
At this point, I'm really starting to feel bad, like I am debating against a mentally deficient child. It doesn't take a genius, because I have it linked on my YouTube channel, to go to my Origin account, to go to my Steam account, to see the games I have in my library. So what the hell are you talking about I buy no games? Last I checked, I just bought City Skyline. Last I checked, I just bought Grand Theft Auto 5. Last I checked, I'm still waiting for you to tell me one game you bought that released in 2015 on the Wii U.
Talking about my family celebrated Easter a week before. Who celebrates Easter a week before Easter? That doesn't even make sense.
Trey, I am not even really going to address the whole Easter thing, because I already spoke about it on Twitter well before Easter, that I had family come in from outside of town and we did the Easter thing then. I don't need lectures from a 30-year-old virgin who is a social reject sitting at home by himself during the Super Bowl, damage controlling for another company that doesn't give a damn about him. You are the definition of a loser, a social reject. You claim you can't even go out and have a life because you work so much, but yet you always find time to make videos about me and to damage control about Nintendo, now don't you? See, videos like Trey are funny to me, people, because not only are they easy and simple to dissect and rip apart, they are just downright sad and pathetic. This is a man, a desperate man, who is trying once again to make his YouTube channel relevant. Hell, my Mega Man videos, my Mega Man gameplay videos get more views than this man. He is desperately trying to attack me again. I don't know why, because I crush him every time. He's even trying to go after Angry Joe. He is trying to do everything in his power to get traffic and to get views to his small little, now insignificant channel. Because like I said, people, nobody's really talking about the Wii U anymore. Nobody's really talking about Nintendo anymore. This man really doesn't have much to talk about when it comes to YouTube. But one little parting gift I will give to you people. I will link the definitive Damage Control Chronicles in the description, which is 45 minutes of pure destruction and ownage of prior videos, all compiled into one for your viewing pleasure.
Dear Nintendo bashers, I hate to be the one that always constantly rubs this stuff in your face, but somebody's got to do it. How does it feel after all those years of bashing Nintendo for not caring towards the hardcore market? How does it feel finally catching up to the reality that the upcoming Nintendo system, the Wii U, is going to have the definitive version of all your favorite games?
Black Bond, for example. Black Bond is your daddy. It's that easy.